Okay guys, today's lesson will have you researching the climate of a specific city. We will use this research during our first class next week for an activity. You must complete the research for your assigned city and share it in the appropriate place at the end of class, or you will get an infraction. Anyway, the first thing you need to do is go to the Comparing Climate in Different Cities page in PSL. Okay, so first you would go here, we would go to our science class, wait for it to load. And then you go down to our current unit, Changing Earth, Climate and Weather. You won't be able to see the Unit 5 on your thing. You switch down and you go to this page, Comparing Climate in Different Cities. Okay, so please pause video while all students go to this page. Alright guys, at this point you should have gone to this page and it should look just like this. I want you to talk to your computer while I finish giving instructions. The first thing you will do is you're going to click the link to the spreadsheet to see what city you have. You can see that right here, number 1. And you are going to open that up. Right, find your class, block 2, block 8, etc. And then find your name, and this will tell you what city you have. So for example, if I'm in block 8 and I'm Zola, I know that I have Louisville, Kentucky, USA. That is the city that Zola is going to research for the assignment. Now, you need to open a new tab and go to Google Classroom. Okay, and once you click on your class, for example, period 1, you are going to be able to open the City Climate Research Assignment. It's not posted for me yet, but you'll be able to see it. And you'll click that and you will open the document. This document leads you through the research assignment and is where you will initially record your information. So the purpose of this, as it says, is to answer 2 of our big idea questions. How does latitude affect climate? And to help us start answering why are some places hotter than others. Your task is to gather and organize data about the climate in your assigned city in this Google document. Then transfer this over into a class presentation, or not a presentation actually, it's a spreadsheet, to be shared and analyzed during the next class block. Okay, and so you will fill out this data table first, and you'll research to do that. So you look up things like what continent is it in, what country, the latitude, the altitude. Sorry, it's letting me know I have something to do. Description of landforms, some information about the general climate, the length of the day, average temperature information, monthly temperature, etc. So it goes through, you go through this whole chart and you fill it out. If you have trouble finding some of this information, there are a few links on that same page in PSL that we were just on. Okay? Once you fill out your data tables, you can see you're going to create a graph. You're going to do this in your notebook to show the average temperature throughout the year in your city. Once you've done the graph, you can take a photo and insert it into the blocks below. You will get an analyzing data grade for this graph since we've already practiced graphing in class more than once. To get a level 4, you can create a climograph like this one. As you can see, they've graphed both average temperature and precipitation. Okay? And to do this, they created 2 different y-axes. So you have the precipitation in millimeters, the temperature in Celsius, those are the 2 units you're supposed to use, and then the months. And once they'd set that up, they were able to put in the data. They would be able to put in the numbers like the dots and then connect them, or draw each of the bars for the amount of rain. You will also get a grade for communicating information. You can see the rubric here. That you clearly communicate all the climate data in your individual document here and in the class spreadsheet. You use the appropriate units. Your data is accurate, and you create your graph. Okay? And so as you can see, after you create your graph, the next step is sharing your data. You're going to go back to PSL and open your class's spreadsheet. So you can see this here. Say I'm in block 1. So I'm going to open that up. And I can see that the list of cities is already there, organized by latitude. And you're going to go in and you're going to type in the information for your city. As you can see, it's just you're just sharing the key points. So that we'll be able to use this in our activities next week and even in later weeks. Okay, once you're done with all of this, you finish the other document and handed it in. You've typed in your data into this document. You're going to complete a reflection. You'll go to your notebook, and you need to explain your thinking about why your city has the climate it does, what factors determine its climate, and how do they do so. This should be at least one paragraph of 6 sentences. If you do happen to finish all of these activities within the class period, you're done for the class period, and you may work on something else quietly, such as your water cycle model, for example. Or you can read. If you don't finish your research, it is homework due before Friday. Like I said, since we all need this data for our next activity, if you do not put your data into the spreadsheet, you will get an infraction. All right, that's everything, and I hope it's helpful. And good luck.